All right, we're doing a hunt that I haven't done in quite some time. And honestly, it's just because I've been really busy with coins. I've been getting a lot of customer app coins at my local Chase lately. And so I've been doing a lot of mixed coin hunts recently. But as I have said in one of my posts before, I want to get back into doing more bill hunts. I want to do them more regularly, not necessarily as often as I do the coin hunts, but I want to get into bill searching more than I have been. I've been kind of disappointed with how little I've been doing it lately. So I want to get back into that. So I have two straps here. Nothing special. July 22nd, 2025. And I want to say I was deeply saddened when I heard about Ozzy Osbourne's death. I know that's not something that I know I don't usually talk about non-coin stuff on the channel, but he died on the 22nd. And I know when I upload this, it's going to be a while from that. But when I upload this, it is like right now as I'm filming, it is only a couple days after he passed. So I'm a huge Black Sabbath fan. I'm a huge metal fan. Love that era of music, and R.I.P. Prince of Darkness. Anyway, so we're gonna get into the two of these. They don't look anything too special, but they are circulated bills. I am gonna do time lapse mode as I usually do on these types of hunts, and I will stop the time lapse and bring you in for any possible finds. We'll start on this strap right here. All right, well, it might be kind of hard to see, but I finally got a star note. Man, this has been a rough strap so far. I have maybe like 10 to 15 bills left, and I finally got one. And it's kind of a neat, kind of a little bit more of a neat serial number, 01006580. I don't know. It's probably not that rare. It's a 2017A. But yeah, we finally got a star note, so I will take it. Let's keep going. All right, so we finished with that strap, and I'm gonna recap it really quickly because there's not too much to cover here, and I want to get straight into the second strap. So we had a lot of 2021s, a lot of 2017s. I'd say about half of it is 2017s, a few 2013s, a few 2009s, and a couple 2003s, and then of course we did have that one star note. So let's get in to strap number 2. All right, this is kind of cool. I haven't got one of these in a while. I've only gotten through the first few bills so far, and I got a where'sgeorge.com bill. 2013. Again, nothing special, but I will put that into the where'sgeorge.com site at the end and see where it's been. All right, just a few bills later, I got star note number 2. Again from 2017. I will take it. We'll put it to the side and we'll keep going. All right, so not too much more to recap in this set of bills. We did get that where'sgeorge.com bill, which I'll look up at the end. And we did get another star note, so we got 2 star notes for the hunt in total. Both from 2017. And then we had, I would say a little bit more even as far as 2021s, 2017s. A few more 2013s, couple 2009s, and one 06. I'll just combine the amount for the 2 bills here. So there's 2013s, 2017s, and 2021. So in total, we definitely had the most 2017s. Those are probably the most prevalent. And obviously lesser of the 09s, 06 and 03. None pre-2000, no in the 90s, unfortunately. So no older bills. But the last thing I'm going to do is bring the camera down. I'll put this in the where'sgeorge.com site, and I'll show you guys where it's been. Alright, we got another more smaller mixed hunt going for you guys today. Now, I initially planned on holding on to all of this stuff because I was planning on picking up I can't talk. I was planning on picking up my box of nickels that I ordered this week, and I was planning on returning some other stuff. I had some cash that I was wanting to return. I was planning on asking if they had any other coin, but it looks like I'm actually going to get to a couple other banks tomorrow. So I want to hunt this and get it out the door. It's not a lot here, but we have about 115 quarters. These pennies here look like the same pennies from my last hunt, and I don't remember those pennies being too good, unfortunately, but I do remember wheat pennies being in there. So hopefully there is some. And some of these nickels and dimes look the same. In fact, all the dimes look the same as the pennies, so who knows? Considering how the pennies were, it could be good or bad. I don't think that these are searched necessarily. I think that maybe they just came out of someone's coin jar, and who knows? Maybe they turned in so much that they've been turning them in over the last few days. I know these might be searched. I think from one of the tellers that these might have came from a searched box, so who knows? Did get $1 coin, doesn't look that special. It's a Ulysses Grant, so not even an NIFC. But I'm gonna get started on the quarters, and I'll work our way down to the pennies, and we'll see if we can get anything in the small hunt. And anything that I get tomorrow, I will probably tack onto this. I wanted to note, guys, that I didn't actually say the amount on these rolls. In total, it was about $8 worth of pennies. I think maybe like $20 worth of nickels, like 35 in dimes, and about 115 quarters. But so this isn't too exciting. But I'm on roll 4, and I thought this was kind of cool because I didn't expect that I'd get one of these this early. Look at this. 2025 Philly penny. Which, I actually did get a 2025D in this roll as well, which I'm pulling all of them out, so I'll be holding on to that. But I thought this was kind of cool because I didn't expect to get a Philadelphia minted one this early, especially considering these are lower minted. So that's really cool. That will go in my book, as well as I also got my first 2024 Philly. So that's 2 spots filled in my book. So that's pretty awesome, actually, especially that 2025. So yeah. Anyway, so that was kind of cool. So yeah, but let's get back to it. Alright, so I haven't been doing so great so far. I've gone through most of the rolls. One roll did have a couple dirty Canadian pennies in them. 2004 and a 1989, but I finally got a wheat penny right here, right there. All right, looks pretty good. 1952 out of Philly. All right, let's see if there's anything else. I don't see anything else. There's a nice 64. I don't see anything else, so we'll keep going. All right, a couple rolls later, and this roll is exciting because we have 2 wheat pennies in this roll. We got this one by the date that I saw right there, 1941 out of San Francisco. There you go. So it's number 2, and then this one back here that has got a lot of scratches on it, 46D. All right, I was actually hoping that'd be older, but yeah. We just went from 0 to 3 pretty dang quick. Alright, very next roll again, I got another wheat penny, and I think I see at least 1 or 2 Canadian pennies in here as well, so we'll look at those first. Yeah, Canadian. 1980. Actually, we'll just stack those. And then I see a wheat penny right there. So that's pretty nice. Again, in pretty good condition. 56D. Alright, number 4. And let's just go through, because I wasn't sure what else might have been in here. Got some not so good condition ones. I don't see anything else though. I thought this one might have been a Canadian, but it's not. I don't see anything else besides some copper, so we'll keep going. Alright, I'm on roll 4 of the nickels, and I saw a foreign coin right there. So we're at it on the foreigns with the nickels today. 1987. First find in the nickels. Nope. Alright, let's keep going. Alright, well I finally got an actual find out of these nickels, other than that foreign. This roll right here. 1946, out of Philly. Alright, let's keep going. Alright guys, this is pretty awesome. I'm on dimes, and I'm on the second to last roll, and I didn't notice it at first when I was dumping it out, because at first, I dumped it out from the opposite way, so I opened that end first, and I opened the roll, and I didn't see anything at first. But then I was kind of doing a sound check, and I heard a clank, and if you notice it right there, right at the tip of my thumb, it is bent. It is heavily damaged. But we got silver. 1964. It is beat up. It is not in good condition whatsoever, but it is silver. As you can see right there. So we got silver. How awesome is that? Bent silver is still silver. Let's just see if we can identify anything else in the roll. I don't see anything. But, I didn't think we'd do it, but we did it. Let's keep going. Alright, so I finished with all the rolls, and I went through the quarters and didn't really find anything. The only thing that I found, which I guess technically is a find, I don't know, when I hunt quarters, I might count these as, like, secondary finds, like, you know, how I would count, like, a foreign in a roll, or like a 50s Jefferson nickel. Because I don't want to count them as not finds, because they are finds. And this one actually is in decent shape. It's an Alaska Extra Claw. So that's the only thing that I found in the quarters. So I guess I did find something. But honestly, man, it was a lot better of a hunt than I expected. I'm not sure. I still might combine this with another hunt. It depends on what I end up getting tomorrow. Who knows? But I got my copper here from the pennies. The only thing, and I know you guys are probably groaning whenever I have a complaint when I have, you know, a decent hunt. The only thing is I wish the nickels produced a bit more. For 10 rolls, this isn't very much at all. So I kind of hoped for more finds in the nickels. I also want to apologize for my squeaky chair throughout the entire video. I need to get a new desk chair. So yeah, so as far as other finds go, I pulled out a couple of these 1982 Philadelphias. I don't think that they're mint errors. They look, someone probably did something to these, but I pull them out just in case I find out that maybe, you know, eventually that they are mint errors. We got a nice 72. It's got some flattening on it on the back there, but I always keep my nicer copper separate, so I'll hold on to that. I pulled out this 2009D mainly because it has some really cool toning on the front of it, and I don't know, it almost has like a copper look. So I'm going to weigh it and make sure that it's not copper because, I don't know, it just kind of has the look. It doesn't feel heavier. I highly, highly doubt it is. But people have found them in circulation, so who knows. And then I did get, nothing special, but I'm holding on to them, at least for now. I want to see at the end of the year what the end mintage of the 2025s is going to be. So I might throw a bunch of them back into circulation once I find out they're not that rare. Speaking of that, I'm going to keep these, though. Again, super surprisingly, my first 2025 Philly. It's funny, it took me up until now to find my first 2024 Philly, and which is why I thought it would take at least a year, because it took a year and a half for me to get a Philly of the 2024, and since I figured the 2025 were going to be lower minted, I figured it'd take me even longer, so I was shocked. But yeah, these are great finds because I didn't expect that I'd find them this early, and this will go in the album. And this will go in the album as well. I'm not sure if the 2024s are lower minted. I'll have to check. I don't think they are. I think Quinn's Coins said that they were like 3 billion. So not really lower minted. Still haven't gotten any of the 2024 nickels though. As I said, just because it's sitting here, that which is a find. So I'll count it as one. And then these are, I guess you could say, the real finds here. As far as pennies go, we got 3 Canadian pennies, all kind of beat up. An 89, an 80, and an 04. As for Wheaties, we actually picked up quite a bit towards the end. I was actually really happy about that. 56D, 52P, 46D, and 41S. And then we got 1 Canadian nickel from 1987. I'm happy that the one oldie we got was at least in the 40s. 1946. I will take it. So that's kind of neat. Yeah, and then of course the find of the hunt, which I was not expecting. And I've noticed that it's actually been the smaller hunts that I've been getting silver dimes in, because the last few mix hunts that I've done where I've had like 70, 80, even upwards of $100, $150 in dimes, those are the hunts where I never seem to get silver. But the hunts where I always seem to get silver in rolls always are the ones where I only have like 6, 7, or 8 rolls. So maybe the smaller dime hunts in these mixed hunts is actually better, because I seem to find silver when I have smaller amounts. I don't know what the deal is with that. As you know, it is bent quite a bit, but it's still silver. And I mean, even if this didn't have a bend in it, it wouldn't really be worth more than its melt value, which is about $2 right now. $2, maybe $2.20. I'm not sure. Silver's gone up quite a bit. It is a Philadelphia, which is cool. I don't find those that often. So yeah, I mean, honestly, decent hunt. And again, I'm unsure whether I'm going to combine this or upload it as its own. So I'll either see you guys in the next set of clips or in the next video.